taking a test ride toward a car-free future. I'm Hewie Poplock. I want to share with you a personal story. My very first experience using Uber. As someone exploring alternatives to car ownership, this was a big step, and I thought it might be helpful to share what I learned from it. Embracing change, letting go of my car. I'm trying to make the decision to give up my car. Between the rising costs of maintenance, insurance, and the fact that I don't drive very often anymore, I thought it might be time to try something new. And that's when I turned to ride sharing, and Uber seemed like a good place to start. The setup journey. I downloaded the Uber app and set up my account. It was pretty straightforward until I tried to enter my address. Because I live on a private street, the app had some trouble locating me. It would point to where I lived, but it would give an address of the street behind me. But I was able to manually pinpoint my location on the map, and from there things started to fall into place. Booking the first ride. My destination was to Detweiler's, a local grocery store. The driver found me without any issues, and the ride was very smooth. What really impressed me was the real-time map. It showed exactly where the driver was, how long it would take him to reach me, and the route we would take. It gave me a sense of reassurance and control. Here is that first Uber ride approaching where I live. And I had a choice to choose my ride. And it told me the approximate price and the amount of time it would take for it to get to me. And then as it got closer to me, I saw on the map a car that represented the driver, and then where he was and the route that he was going. Map magic. Honestly, the Uber map felt more accurate than the Google Maps. I guess that makes sense. These drivers are on the road constantly, and the platform benefits from real-world driving data. It really felt like I was a part of the journey before I even stepped into the car. My first driver was Elise. The second driver, same smooth ride. The return trip was also a pleasant surprise. I had a different driver this time, very friendly, talkative, and polite. He offered to help with my grocery bags, which I appreciated, even though I didn't need assistance. He also mentioned Uber's subscription option, which I could help save money if I used it regularly. You'll notice I circled on the picture of David where his phone was. And Elise also had the phone in that location. Even though they had maps on their console, they were using their phone, which used the Uber map, which was much more aligned to where they needed to go. Two different drivers, one consistent experience. The first driver didn't speak much English, so we didn't talk much. He was very professional. The ride was smooth. The second driver was engaging and courteous. Both experiences made me feel safe and comfortable, which is really important when trying something new like this. And those are the fees that it cost. It split them up a little bit differently for each one. The first one was the trip fare was going to be $6.89 with a $3.08 booking fee, which would have made it $9.97, which is the exact same price as the return, except they didn't break it out. So I'm not sure why that is, whether it's a difference in the drivers or what causes that. But either way, it was the same amount. My takeaway, I was pleasantly surprised at how easy and enjoyable the whole process was. From the setup of the actual rides, I felt empowered using the app, and the customer service from both drivers was top notch. I really changed how I think about getting around without owning a car. And looking ahead, after this experience, I'm definitely open to using Uber again. I'll be trying more destinations, possibly exploring Uber's ride passes and savings plans. I can already see this being a convenient and cost-effective lifestyle change. I wouldn't have to pay my car insurance. I wouldn't have to pay upkeep on the car. I wouldn't have to spend money for gasoline. So I'm kind of toying with the idea that the costs in the long run, it's going to be cheaper by the year than what it is to maintain an automobile. And I don't have to do the driving. And final thought, so that was my first step into the world of ride sharing. If you've been considering trying it or even giving up your car, I hope my story offers a little encouragement. Taking a test ride toward a car-free future. I'm Hewie Poplock.